Alright, I have the spreader on the back of the tractor right now. This is as high up as it goes. And so I wanted to show it here. And the spreading chart is right here. So before I start doing anything, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do what I call some speed testing, because one of the key things that you have to use with the spreader is how fast you're actually going. So I wanted to hook it up so I could be in the most accurate position and condition as possible. So what I'm going to do is, let me get on the tractor. Okay, tractors do not operate like vehicles. There is no odometer on this thing, or speedometer on it. It has an odometer of sorts, but instead of doing the total miles, it's the hours that you do. So that's what's on the bottom right here. So right now I have a total of 72.2 hours on the tractor. There's the fuel, and then here's the RPMs. I have it on the idle RPM now, and then you have your PTO one here, which is what I wanted to show. So what you want to do is, when you go to run the PTO, is you normally start with a lower RPM like this, turn it on, and then start ramping it up. So let's go over there and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm at the location now. That T-post right there to pretty much the back of the field area is almost exactly 400 feet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the TPO on, flip this thing up to get it into the correct RPM area right there, and then I'm just going to run flat out to see how long it's going to take to get there, and then I'm going to run flat out to come back. I'm not going to videotape me doing it, although I think Andrea over there is going to be videotaping. So, but I just wanted to show you. So the TPO thing is down here. So while it's in idle, I'm just going to turn it on, which now it starts spinning, and then I'm just going to ramp it up. Okay, it took like 51 seconds to get up there and about 50 seconds to get back, so I call that a pretty good average. So I'm just going to say it's about 50 seconds. According to our site plan, it would take 55 seconds at 5 miles an hour. So that thing, so the tractor running full out is a little more than 5 miles an hour, because the spreader has calculations to go 3, 5, and 7 miles an hour. Well, the tractor, I knew on low speed, which is what you use it for the vast majority of the time, is 6.6 miles an hour or something, according to the tractor manual. So I knew I'd never get up that fast. It does have a high speed, but the high speed would be only for like driving distances. Because like our neighbor's field, that as of right now I'm going to be doing, is that if you see those trees and then you see the gap in the trees, it's down in there somewhere. There's like 150 to 200 acres down there, but his is, we think, like 6. So his is only a little portion of that whole area. And this tractor is not geared towards something that big. So that's the first step towards testing this thing. And as you can see, even though we've gotten a little less than 4 inches of rain, and it did rain a little bit yesterday, I think it was between Saturday and Monday, we got 3.5 inches of rain, and then it rained a little bit yesterday. The ground is pretty much good, at least in this area. I wanted to stay in this area because I knew this would be drier, because as you can see, that's a little wetter right there. So what I'm hoping is that it can stay sunny today and it can stay sunny tomorrow, and then we're going to do this on Saturday. And so that's step one. Now I need to figure out whether or not I'm going to stay at 5 miles an hour, or I'm going to drop it to 3 miles an hour. So I'll just have to make the determination on that, because according to the chart, 3 mile an hour spread for wheat, and the buckwheat and the wheat are fairly similar in size, so I'm going to just calculate them as the same, is about 50 pounds per acre at 3 miles an hour on the number 6 set. So but if I do it at 3 miles an hour, then I won't be able to go flat out. And my biggest concern is maintaining a constant speed with this thing. I do not have cruise control on it. It was recommended that with tractors like this to not get the cruise control. Obviously the big tractors, those have cruise controls on them. So anyway, that's test number 1, and so far so good. And one other thing I wanted to see in here, yeah, there was a wasp nest that attached itself to the little metal thing on the left side over there, and there was actually a wasp standing guard on the outside of it. So that was interesting when I was trying to hook it up, but the wasp stayed in there. He never came out. He only got mad when I turned the TPO on and then destroyed his wasp nest. So I turned the TPO on, made sure it worked, and then got out of Dodge before he figured out what happened. But anyway, I call that a success. And so I don't know if I'm going to do another video between now and Saturday morning. Just depends if I have enough what I would call content in order to do it. But I figured this is a process, so I figured I would just show the process as I was doing it. So then after I get the speed figured out, the next thing is going to be to figure out what the actual spread on the machine is. And the only way to do that is we're gonna have to stick buckwheat in it, put it on the proper setting, and just let it fly out the back, and then just see what the actual spread of this thing is. So right now I'm thinking about Saturday morning. The neighbor of ours that we're going to be seeding them his field too, he suggested to put 1 bag in and do it to see how much coverage you get, and I thought that was a good idea. On a side note, it's kind of funny. I guess it's just, you just think of things. So I just think of people that have lived here in this type of rural environment all their life, that they would automatically know about tractors and stuff like that. And he came over and dropped the seed off yesterday, and he's like, yeah, I don't know anything about tractors. And so I'm like, I didn't say anything, but I guess it's just a stereotype that rural people in farm areas would automatically know about that. But I guess that was just a stereotype I had. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But, you know, a year and a half ago, I didn't know anything about tractors. A year and a half ago, I'd never even been on a tractor before. So now look at me. I got an owned tractor with a ton of freaking attachments on it and 72 hours. And so, all right, I'm done rambling. So I'll call speed test good, And then now I can start doing the next thing for the prepping of this.